Travel companions, this video shows one of 5 days from a Rome itinerary. Let's get started. Day 3 in Rome. Day. Today we're going to Vatican City. In our case, we took a taxi, since it's about 3 kilometers or so from our accommodation. At the end, I'll tell you about the mobile app to order taxis, but you can also use public transportation. There are many things to see here, so you'll likely spend most of your day in this area. We'll start with the Vatican museums. Don't worry, when you arrive you'll see one, not several, lines that seem endless. The advice is to definitely buy your ticket in advance. Arrive about 15 minutes before your scheduled time, and show your reservation there. Immediately ask the staff you'll find at the entrance. Ask which line is yours, because there's a sea of people. Once you're in the correct line, it will start moving quickly. When the time comes, I'll leave the official website to get the ticket. If there isn't one, which happened to us, from reservations where we bought them, be careful, because many ticket-selling websites appear when you Google it. That happens with all reservations in Rome, so I'll leave you the official links to each attraction and the websites where we usually buy them. The ticket price is €20, plus €5 for online booking. You can also take a guided tour in Spanish, as we did at the Colosseum, to get information from a guide. I think it's a very good option, but this time we didn't take it. The price is around €70. These galleries and rooms, owned by the church, display works from an extensive collection of the Catholic Church and the papacy throughout the centuries, including several of the most well-known Roman sculptures and the most important Renaissance masterpieces in the world. The Sistine Chapel, with the paintings of Michelangelo. It's the highlight of the visit, music. After leaving the museums, which will take an average of 2 to 3 hours, some people can spend many more hours. We have the option to visit St. Peter's Basilica and then go up to the dome, or do it the other way around. Let's see. We did the Vatican museums first, hoping to find fewer people, and also because since they have a set schedule, it's hard to plan 2 activities before and be able to estimate the time. Maybe it's better to visit the Basilica first, since the line is shorter early in the morning, though it does move quickly, or go to the dome, where you'll need to wait in line to buy your ticket on site. Music, music. But let me tell you how we did it. We went to the Vatican museums first. We decided to enter St. Peter's Basilica first, and even though we knew it, we were amazed again once inside. Music. The Basilica has the largest interior space of any Christian church in the world, and inside, we'll find works like the Pietà by Michelangelo. We want to clarify that entry is free, but you are asked to wear clothing that covers your knees and shoulders. Will they ask for this in all churches? So it's a good idea to carry a large scarf in your backpack or a disposable cover to use at the entrance. In several churches, they also have something you can use right there. As we were saying, you just go in and marvel. You can't stop looking and you'll be left speechless. As you can see, we also found the altar area decorated. After we came out, the ticket line for the dome was right next to us. Do you have tickets with and without an elevator? Actually, no. Finally, the elevator will only cover part of the way up to the inside, where you can see all the artistic work of the dome up close. You'll then go up the stairs to the outside, where you'll see fantastic views. The ticket price with the elevator is in euros. Remember that to go outside, you'll still have to climb 320 steps. The other ticket, which is entirely by stairs, 551 steps, costs 8 euros. It's a lovely visit with stunning views. Would I recommend it if closed spaces make you uncomfortable? It was past noon, long after we came down, so we stopped for a drink and a break. Now we were heading, just a short distance away, a little over a kilometer, to visit a place we hadn't included the last time, to go inside Castel Sant'Angelo. The Castel Sant'Angelo, or Mausoleum of Hadrian, is connected to Vatican City by a fortified corridor called the Passetto. The entrance fee is 16 euros. We really liked it, especially the views, some of the best we've seen of Rome. Since everyone has different tastes, I prefer to let the images speak for themselves and let you decide. As you can see, tickets to the sites aren't cheap, so you have to choose which ones to visit. There are tourist passes like the Lomia Pass, Roma Pass, or Go City. We didn't use them this time, but we'll talk about them in the practical information. Inside Castel Sant'Angelo, there's a bar where you can enjoy these views while having a snack. A beautiful moment. We crossed the Tiber to our accommodation. Though tired, we took the chance to walk a bit more. If you have extra time and energy, you can add something from the next day's plans. And this is the view we chose to end our night in Rome with, the views of Sant'Angelo at night. These are from the archives. We saw the bridge with scaffolding, as everything is being prepared for the Jubilee.